Welcome back, party people. I'm Ashley, time for a breather, and in today's video I'm going to attempt to turn this here peach wig into a beautiful cool tone brown wig using synthetic fabric dye. Now you may be asking yourself, Ashley, have you ever done this before? No. Ashley, have you ever seen anybody else do this before? Also no. So this is going to be a real wild one, guys, so strap in and let's get started. This is what we are working with here, people. Now, this is not necessarily a bad wig. It is on the cheaper side of synthetic. I definitely know I paid under $20 for it, but I do love the cut of it and I do love the density of it, especially for the price I got it. But the problem is this color. This is literally my skin tone, and I am just not vibing with it, so I thought this would be a great candidate to try dyeing synthetic wigs with synthetic fabric dye. So today I'm going to mix together a concoction of colors of the Rit synthetic fabric dye, hopefully to get this into a cool tone medium brown type situation, because you guys know I love me wigs, but I do not ever really buy natural color hair wigs. But especially with Halloween coming up, I may want to do a brunette situation, so no better time than to try this out than today. Welcome to my very non-aesthetic kitchen. I am indeed bringing sexy back. I have here some dishwashing gloves to protect my hands, a stock pot, and 3 various synthetic Rit dyes. Specifically the Dye More synthetics. I have graphite, sapphire blue, and racing red. So hopefully between these and the base color of this wig, we can achieve a cool brown color. Now, I have never worked with the synthetic Rit dye. I have worked with the standard one, which is more for like cotton fabrics. Now this says you can use this on polyester, nylon, blends with synthetics, acrylic, and acetate, and I am pretty sure most synthetic hairs are made with acrylic, so this in theory should work. Does this have instructions on it anywhere? I didn't look. Do you guys see this? Can you see how freaking tiny, teeny tiny that writing is? Good lord. Direction. Shake well before using. Use rubber gloves. Add water to a stainless steel pot. Heat the water on the stove right before it's about to boil. Then add the dye. For every pound of dry fabric, which is about 2 adult t-shirts, use a half a bottle of dye for 3 gallons of water. Okay, let me think about this. 3 gallons, I would say, is about 2/3 this pot, but that's just a guess, to be completely honest. I bought this pot forever ago, but we shall go ahead and fill with water first, and then we shall bring it up to just below boiling. Okay guys, water, be ready. Now I'm about to use some color analysis skills, so listen up. This is an orangey, pinky tone. Opposite of orange, blue, because I do not want this wig to be warm tone brown at all. But brown still does need a little bit of red in it, and I don't think this is the right tone of red to get me to where I want to be. And then of course, brown's a really dark color, we need black. So I am going to just start pouring, and hopefully a brown color that looks somewhat decently good comes out. It just turned into a well. All right, well, I'd say it's already gotten a bit away from me because it is so black I can't tell anything that's happening. Okay, now I've made purple. That's not the vibe. Though, as someone who has been dyeing their hair bleach blonde for over a decade at this point, I do know the opposite of yellow is purple. So maybe that will actually help in this scenario, because looking back, I probably should have gotten yellow, but it's too late now. Here we go, guys. This is full on purple. Okay, well, I mean, I guess if we end up with a purple wig, it's not the worst thing in the world. I do love purple. I would actually prefer this to be, if it can't be brown, I would prefer this to be like black, like more of a like cool tone black, which actually, guys, right before I decided, again, years ago, to go blonde, because I have like medium tone brown hair in general, I actually decided to take a cool tone black box dye and put it to my hair, which honestly was a beautiful color and I did like it on me. So I guess if this ends up being more cool tone black, I'm not gonna be like the most mad of it, because I also don't have that in my wig collection currently. Now it did say on the bottle to stir it consistently for 30 minutes. Now, am I gonna sit here for 30 minutes doing this? Honestly, probably not. Now granted, it said on the bottle to get this right above boiling, but This is a cheap synthetic wig, and I'm concerned that this might melt apart. So maybe we'll end up with a bob at the end of it as well. Also guys, honestly, I'm dyeing like the wig cap. I'm also curious to see if the dye takes as well to the fabric of the wig cap as it does to the actual hair itself. Also, since I'm here, I might as well do a little bit of cleaning, you know what I mean? Okay guys, we're about 15 minutes in, and I think we are already there. It is not brown, I will say that. I think we're gonna end up with maybe a dark purple and or a nasty black. So I guess we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead, dump this out, rinse it, and then blow dry it. And I guess we'll see the final result. Cross your fingers, guys, it doesn't look good. Guys, look at how amazing this wig turned out. Are you kidding me? It took me, even with drying time, like less than an hour to take this wig from friggin' skin tone peach to this beautiful brown color. And it is so cool toned. Look at it. And I actually love the brushed out texture of this as well. This is such a beautiful wig now, like something I will actually wear. And it only took a few bottles of RIT, and even with drying time, like less than an hour. Are you kidding me? I will point out though, however, it's not a total success in my mind. One, because I kind of wanted it to be a darker brown, just like maybe a shade darker, which I do think if I had left it in the water for maybe like 10 more minutes, I think I would have gotten the exact color I wanted. Also, it's like a twinge to purple. There's like a purple reflect going, which I do think makes the wig pretty overall, just not the wig I was like intentionally going for. But honestly, if I had bought the friggin' yellow RIT dye as well, I could have countered that. I was just expecting the yellow orangeness of the base of the wig to like being able to compensate for that, but it definitely did not, as you can see. But I absolutely 100% can say that you can take a synthetic wig and dye it with synthetic fabric dye and get any color you really want, as long as you know well enough about color theory. And honestly, that's not a lot to learn. You can look at a chart online. So if you have a synthetic wig at home and you're like, this color, this tone, this just ain't for me, or if you're going for like a very specific color, especially if you're like a cosplayer or something like that, honestly, maybe just buy like a white wig and some RIT dye and just go at it and get the exact perfect unique wig that you actually want to wear. All right, party people, this is Brunette Ashley signing off. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want to see any more of my content, just click over here and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.